party. Let's always a party. Let's go, Paulie. And another guest on Life's Apart.
Yo, what's going on, baby? How we doing today?
We got our boy Jake Perry on the casting couch.
Yes, we do. Mr. Jake here.
A little excited.
It is a hot ticket. I've been telling people, you know, we're getting Jake on the show. It's a hot ticket, and you're in the hot seat, I should say, for this episode. How you feeling, Jake? You a little nervous? You ready to roll, or what's going on here?
I was nervous at first, but then I watched Dean's episode and I was like, oh, I could do better than that.
Yeah, he could do better than that. That's good.
He brought us, I mean, so nice of him. I mean, he comes here with gifts. He brings us gifts.
Bearing gifts. Yeah, what did Dean bring us?
Honestly, nothing.
Is it a surprise though?
That's what it is. All right, so here we go. We got fireball airplane shots. Where's yours?
I
was gonna say.
It's on
Yeah, he's
deck.
got his too.
I mean, the last time I had fireball shots was when I had the sleeve paw.
Oh, that story. That's
It
a
was
great
the
story.
NBA Finals. I got a sleeve of fireball shots, not intended for all for myself, but it ended up being all by myself. I lost some bets that night. Everyone knows the story. I went out, and then I walked home that night and face planted on the concrete, and then I got a scar on my face. So that's the last time I had fireball. So let's see where the night takes us today. So cheers, Jake, coming on the show. We appreciate it. Fan since day one. He's been an OG.
OG fan. Honestly, Fireball is one of the best gifts I think we get on the show. Because, I mean, I love Fireball.
Do we have to do the whole thing?
Yeah, it's a drinking show.
Can we cut that?
We're gonna start the show hot, and hopefully, you know, if you're at home drinking, we always love when fans drink with us here on the show.
Paul likes when people drive. He tells them to
No,
pull.
no,
he
no,
tells
no,
them
no,
to
no.
pull over, take the fireball shot, and then
Honestly,
proceed to go.
No, I mean, be home, but I'm not gonna tell you where to drink. So,
All right, here we go. Let's get this show started. Here we
All
go.
right, cheers, baby.
Here we go.
Oh boy. Oh,
Fireball gets the blood flowing for sure.
straight no chaser. What is that? I don't know what you're
I
holding
got a
up.
chaser.
I think I'm all right.
I think I'm good.
I mean,
So,
I didn't
Jake-
need it, but
You're repping the Joey Burrow jersey.
Joe Shiesty.
Wait. So you're an LSU football fan, right?
Yes.
So that's why you like. Do you like the I know you like the Saints.
Yeah, big
But-
Saints fan, but
Joey,
I'm only supporting the Bengals for Joe.
why do you like LSU?
Like growing up, trying to decide which football team I kind of wanted to go for, I just stuck with Louisiana football.
Did you go to just LSU game or you go to Mardi Gras? Because I talked about Paul. I was like, I would love to go to
Mardi
Mardi
Gras would be
dude.
like an amazing event to go to.
I haven't been to Mardi Gras. I was down there in December for the Dallas and Saints game.
Oh,
So
that's
I was
dope.
on Bourbon Street, but
Okay, that's dope.
Bourbon
yeah, for
Street.
sure.
yeah.
Bourbon
Well,
Street's
I
not
would
right
always
for me.
love to for our show, like to go down there. Like, I mean, I would like to go down there just to party, but for like a show, I mean, to show that street and just like Mardi Gras in general, just a good time.
Good times. So we do have Test and Lab coming out. I do want to plug that in. Test and Lab is going to be the new series that we have. We put out the first one, which we did the Bud Light hard sodas.
We did the hard sodas, and they were iffy, but we gave it a must-have. We said, go get the pack, try it for yourself. I was looking at some reviews online as well, but definitely, you know, go check it out. And if you want, you could always go buy it and do the testing with us.
Sneak peek, our next episode might be coming out. The Jake's drinking them. The Truly, what are they? Truly Punch, I guess they are.
Truly margarita.
Didn't you say you saw?
margarita.
Yeah, I saw it on the last episode, and you guys said it tasted like the.
Is that the
roll-up.
fruit roll-up one?
No.
What's this? Get that one going. Give me your thoughts. I need
I
to
got the
know.
fruit roll-up one over there.
Producer Drew, beer wench, let's go. We need the fruit roll-up one over there.
No, but we...
It's over there?
I don't think
It's
so.
the hibiscus. We know we talked
yeah,
about
it's the
that.
I
hibiscus
doubt
one.
it.
All right, here we go. So,
But yeah, definitely we're doing a lot more videos we've talked about. We're doing some Man on the Street. We are doing Testing Lab. Our first episode came out. So if you haven't already checked that out, go to our YouTube. Go check that out. It means a lot to us. And we're going to be continuing to do more of them here on the show. But what's really cool is we wanted to start pushing our Patreon. And Patreon's really cool if you don't know what it is already. Basically, it's a service where you can like support your creators or favorite creators online, whether that YouTube podcasters like ourselves, and you can sign up for like $1 a month, $2 a month, and get like extra benefits. So for us, we're putting out some behind the scenes content,
Right.
some exclusive content. We just filmed a 15-minute segment last week
We
that
did.
will be exclusive to Patreon. So if you're interested in that kind of stuff and to get to know us a little bit more and support us, it would mean the world to us. So check out our Patreon. It's in our link in our bio, on our TikTok and Instagram at Life's a Party Pod.
it's all the naughty shit that I say
That
that,
we
can't be
can't put out.
released
Yep.
on YouTube is on Patreon.
100%.
So if you want to go see me and possibly cancel me, go check out Patreon.
Take it from me. I cut
pay
out a
to
lot of
cancel
it.
me on over there.
One of the first things we posted, I think, is really cool too. If you're interested, like, you know, we built this set in our news set in August, and it was a big venture for us. And I'm currently working on editing a video of behind the scenes and videos of before and after. And then I just posted one last week of like before and after photos, so you can really see like the setup of what it was. It's just truly amazing.
I know Jake. He was here when we had the Life's a Party.
Yep,
and he was like, "What'd you guys add?" I don't think the sign was there. But how do you like the vibes, Jake? You like the vibes?
Dude, this is like one of the best.
Does it make you
podcasts
nervous?
I've
Like,
been in,
we want guests to be in here and be like, "Oh fuck, this is legit."
This is like a serious thing. It looks good.
Well, when I showed up for the party, because I didn't see it until that day, because I was only used to the original one that you guys had, and I thought it was awesome.
It's a big step up from our black
Yeah, it is.
background in my mom's basement, for sure, 100%.
So you were in here by yourself. I was wondering why there was a little less Skittles over here.
What were you doing on this couch before? You know?
Couch. He
think
looks
I
a
ran
little
over
too
and took
comfy
some.
for a first time on that couch.
100%.
Looks like he's been there before. All right, but let's talk about. We usually don't really lead with sports all the time. But Jake's a sports guy. Paul knows sports. I know sports. But the NFL was truly a wild weekend this weekend. We had Matt Stafford, the Rams, the LA's team going against Tom Brady, and Tom Brady lost. And it was a crazy game. There's rumors that Brady might retire. So let's first get thoughts on that. And then we're going to segue into basically talking about how NFL is almost like the king of all fucking leagues. It's like truly a league of its own. So first of all, let's talk about Tom Brady. What, 44? I think he is 45. Offensive coordinator Byron Leftwich is talking about rumors for him leaving for a head coaching job. Jake, you're a football guy. You're a quarterback guy. Is Brady hanging it up? Is this it? Like he's not going to have a farewell tour?
No, I don't think he does.
You don't think he has a farewell tour, or you don't think he retires?
I don't think he retires.
I don't know. Yeah,
I think he wants to go out with a bang, win one more Super Bowl, which is it's not.
it's very doable for him.
Yeah,
No, it's very doable. I remember everyone was like talking about it like a couple weeks ago, and there's no shot. I mean, the
I
thing
think
is,
he needs a farewell tour.
but I think it's also just the thing of like he's too good. Like, why would he leave? Like, there's no point.
Yeah.
Like, the only thing that would make him leave is people just comparing his age, but it doesn't make sense because he's so much better than a lot of quarterbacks in the league already.
I saw that he got his first personal foul. He got his first personal foul call in his whole career. Like he was talking shit to the ref, and the ref gave him a personal penalty. It was
wow.
the first one of his entire career. But is Brady that kind of guy where
he
he
was
like
shocked about that one.
is Brady that kind of guy where he wants a farewell tour? I don't know. I would want a farewell tour. Like
feel
Derek
like
Jeter had it, and
Yeah.
Big Ben Roethlisberger he had it. Would you want a farewell tour? Any of you guys? Fuck yeah, I want that.
I would feel like he should deserve it.
He
I
does
mean,
deserve it.
He's arguably the greatest quarterback of all time.
what's just insane about that game too is that like he clearly did everything that he was responsible
he's-
for. It just sucks that that the game ended the way it did, but I mean it was like not his fault. So
And what do you have? His right tackle's out.
Yeah, he was missing a shit ton of players. I mean, I hate him, but you got to respect, like, game is game, you know? But transitioning to the NFL, I've been arguing that UFC's on the come up, and I know you like UFC. There's nothing like a UFC event or a UFC thing. But this weekend, I just proves that the NFL is like it's unscripted thing. Like my girlfriend always says, like, "Oh, you guys sit here for 7 hours a week and watch football," or "Why is the Super Bowl so big?" And we talk about it on the show. And it's like, why is everyone so tuned in, going to bars, wearing jerseys to church? Like, why is the NFL so big? But the beauty in it is it's fucking unscripted. You don't know that Pat Mahomes is going to travel the length of the field in 14 seconds and win the game. Like, so where does NFL rank? I think in the leagues of all time, probably the best.
yeah, I mean.
in America.
By far, though, like what's the rankings?
In the United States, NFL's definitely one. But wait, you know what's crazy? I worked the New Jersey Devils.
Yeah.
And I was at the game last night. So they end up, and it was crazy because I was talking to a lot of my friends who work there and my fellow coworkers, and we literally had a Saturday night game and a Sunday night game. So we had 2 NHL games back to back this weekend.
Yeah.
I mean, Saturday was pretty packed, I'm not going to lie. But honestly, what was going on was everyone was like in the game, and then they would leave half the game just to watch the TVs, like watch the NFL. And then last night, we had the Chiefs game going on, and our game ended maybe like 25 minutes before the Chiefs game.
Yeah.
Nobody left the stadium. So, like, our Devils game ended.
And that's not even a home team. It's not even the Jets.
Nowhere near. Like, the teams that were playing were nowhere near, but I just knew that all the staff there was probably so pissed.
Oh,
because
yeah.
we're sitting there, and I'm telling you, half that arena was literally just crowded. Every television that was still in that stadium watching the last 4 minutes of that game, and then it went to overtime, and nobody moved.
Jesus.
So but it shows you like
It's a pop culture
Yeah.
event, and we talk about this all the time. The NFL, yes, it's a game, yes, it's a sport. It can be stupid, yes, maybe at times, but it's literally pop culture. Like my girlfriend was on Twitter. Gab was looking on Twitter during the game. 1 through 5 trending things were all NFL. And it wasn't like just for you trending. It's like this is what's trending in America right now. So it just goes to show the NFL is like a powerhouse. I know people always try to knock it down or Roger Goodell, but the revenue they bring in and the cultural impact it has is just insane. Any last thoughts on the playoff weekend over the weekend there, Jake?
I
Said
can't
weekend like
believe
5
that Tyreek Hill wasn't.
Oh, I saw that. I had that on the list.
That
I
was a
saw
taunt
Jake.
right there. So I was a little bit. He was taunting. That should have been called back.
Why don't you like Tyreek Hill?
He's just fast. He's not good. He's just fast.
Fast is a very crucial element to have in the NFL.
Yeah, anyone can catch a football.
Okay, well, you sound like my buddy Mike, who says quarterback, it's not hard to play quarterback. But regardless, it was a crazy NFL weekend. It just shows that they're the mecca of all meccas. So now we're going to get into our first block. So what we do, this is a good show because what we do is we talk some sports, we do drinking, we talk drinking stories, and then we do movies.
Sure.
I mean, this is the core 3 that we like to stick to, and we got all of it in the show. So stick around. The first block is going to be a game. We're starting off with a game. We played a game with Dean last time. We played...
Mary Smash Kill.
Smash. I wanted to be very professional.
yes.
Kids show. Marry, smash, kill. But on this episode, we are playing Truth or Drink.
Okay.
So it's just like Truth or Dare. So you either answer the question or you drink. So if you don't want to answer the question, you want to defer, you drink. So here we go. First one is Paul. We're all answering these. Oh, you look very nervous over here. He just get a sigh of
Sweat,
relief.
yeah,
He's
sweat
over
here.
here worried about it. So first question is,
Jake's already grabbing his drink.
I'm just getting prepared for it.
like,
'cause
I'm
I
getting
already
ready.
know.
what's the most embarrassing thing your parents caught you doing? We'll start with Paul. Truth or drink? So you let the people at home the truth, or are you going to drink and sit this one out?
So, I mean, most of
You're
these,
going to look like a bitch if you sit the first one out, I'll tell you that.
most of these questions I looked at, and I can answer most of these questions.
Here comes
No
the
problem. I don't care. None of these questions. But not gonna lie, I was thinking like most embarrassing thing that I was like, I'm not really embarrassed easily. I feel like I kind of
So
just
that
do
your
things.
parents caught you.
Yeah, but here's the thing: I'm not really embarrassed easily, and I don't think that I've done really anything super embarrassing around my parents. Like the biggest thing you can think of off the top of your head.
Get caught fucking. Let's address the elephant in the room. The number one thing is you get caught fucking.
No, but I don't think that's what's crazy is I don't think that's as embarrassing as
What?
doing it by yourself. I think I don't want to say it because it will get flagged, but I'm saying, you know,
I already said.
being by yourself in your room, you know, doing this,
I'll throw the words out there.
we'll have to bleep that for YouTube. But doing that by yourself, I think, is more embarrassing than being with another girl or being with your partner with your parents. Do you agree or disagree with
I can
that?
agree with that.
I
can agree with
disagree.
that.
Really?
Really?
Well, maybe if you're like magazine. I think that was how I got my start. Okay. This might be getting bleeped
Sticky
out.
pages.
Patreon, if you want to see this, pledge to us now.
If you want to know what I'm to, please subscribe to Patreon for $5 a month.
But for me, like, I really don't. I want to give you a good story, but unfortunately I feel like I just don't.
All right,
have
so
anything.
stop
Do
talking
you want to
and
get
drink over there.
you want us to get your dad?
Oh,
man,
get him down here. I saw Paulie fucking this girl the other day.
All right, long drink. Have you
Yeah,
ever had
we-
a long drink before? We love long drink here on the show. We never had these
Cranberry.
specifically. This is one of their flavors, cranberry.
Yeah, trying it out.
5.5% alcohol.
I like it. It's good. Cranberry. Got it. We never had that. We never tapped into the red. All right, here we go, Jake. What's the most embarrassing thing your parents caught you doing? Paul bitched out. He took a sip. Are you going to bitch out and take a sip as well?
Well, now I feel like it's a cop out because, like he said, I don't know if I get embarrassed in front of my family like that, or if my mom's ever caught me doing anything embarrassing.
Maybe you should go, and then maybe he has an idea. He can think about what
All
he
right,
did.
I will go. You know me. I'm not a bitch. I'll say whatever it is on this show.
You just proved that earlier.
Well, yeah, you're right. Okay, so one night, I mean, people who know me, when I get drunk and get smacked up, I don't pee in my bed.
Very true. Well, there's a lot of places you
I pee elsewhere. Like I either get up and pee like
You did a little.
in my
you did-
trash
You did a
can.
little finger thing, you know.
in your trash can, in someone's closet. Yeah.
So one night I was smacked up after a night at the bar. I go into my hallway closet, I guess, and I just start peeing. and then I get like a flash memory of it. I don't have a memory of me going to the closet and peeing, but I have a flash memory of my dad coming out into the hallway while I was going, and he goes, "Yo, Rad, what are you doing?" And then my initial instinct was just to run and jump into my bed. I just did like a belly flop into my bed, as if nothing happened. Like he was like, "Yeah, I saw you. I don't know. You're not Flash or Dash from The Incredibles." So that was probably the most embarrassing thing, just taking a leak in the hallway closet. I woke up, I thought it was a dream, and then when I walked into the bathroom to go to the bathroom, the closet was all emptied out, like all the sheets, like it was just a clear closet. I was like, that was not a dream. That actually came into fruition that last night. So
that definitely feels like one of those dreams where you're in bed, you're dreaming that you're peeing, right? And then you
that's
wake
the dream
up.
that all the kids have.
Yeah, 100%.
When you're little,
It's the worst thing.
You have a dream, you're peeing into the toilet, you wake up and your panties are soaked.
Okay.
And you're Lightning McQueen underwear.
Okay. Jake, what do you got anything
You're
for
done.
us or
You're
no?
done.
All right. Well, if
We're talking about peeing. I peed.
No, I don't know if I've ever pissed the bed. I'm not. Ben does it enough for me. So. I'd probably say I got dropped off back at my house after a party. You know how like I live in the townhouses?
Yeah.
So like it's pretty narrow when you walk up to my house. Well, I lost my stepping, I guess, and I fell into the side of the house. It made a big bang, like 3 a.m. And then I laid in the bush until my mom had to come out and find me.
Well, I don't. Can we just walk through the thought process of that?
Just
Like, were you
fell asleep in
scared
the
she was
bush.
gonna come out and check who it was, so you didn't want it to be you, so you just hid in the bushes?
She got nervous. She thought like someone was trying to break down the door or something.
Yeah, for sure.
What movie is that when the guy jumps in the bush? He's like, "I see you, Brendan." Or, I forget what movie it is, but that's all I see in my head. That's funny. I was gonna bring something up. But I don't know if I should.
What's the worst that could happen at this
We
point?
could cut it out, but I drank at Jake's house like one time.
I wanted to bring this up. I
tried
wanted
to
to
take
bring it
that
up,
one.
but I was gonna wait for.
I
him
mean,
to
we're
do it.
already talking about peeing, so
Ryan, you wanted a 45-minute episode. We're going to have to cut a lot out.
that's funny. But that story had to make it in, even if it doesn't make the final cut.
I've only ever there was a good story of I think it was one of my years at college, and it was before I got in my own fraternity, and it was still when I was like looking at different fraternities and stuff. And I remember being with a group of people. I go out and pee, and I start peeing, and then immediately I see police lights.
I mean, it's tough.
And then literally, like, I'm by the shed, and I, like, immediately freak out. So, I run, like, junk hanging out. I run, and I just see the
Pull your pants up
police.
first.
No, honestly.
He's too good for it.
No, because in college, that's the thing. Like, you just get so nervous where, like, no matter what. Like,
Because you hear so many stories,
probably-
your friends have gotten
so many stories.
public
you're-
urination tickets. It's tough for guys because we
Yeah.
can go anywhere and we're not out for trouble. Like no
No.
one's trying to. We're not. I mean, it's the same thing as peeing near a playground. You get what is it?
Oh my gosh,
Yeah.
you would get
Human whatever it's called.
that's a big thing if you pee at like a playground or something.
Yeah.
It's all. I mean, we've talked about it where we've had friends who've peed on the train tracks.
All right.
And like we've had police come out, and it's huge fine, like huge ticket, like insane. I've peed a bunch of alleyways in Philly and New York, but like you're always super nervous. So
Yeah.
But but the difference is I just know way too many peeing stories about you, and I don't understand why. Like it's just like a major issue that has continued our entire life. Like fix the issue.
I now
something
wear a
wrong.
diaper at all times. That's what it is.
Next question we got here: truth or drink? What's
Oh,
your
boy.
key to success in the bedroom? Key to
Do
success.
we want any of this to air?
We want all of this there. This is great.
This was one I was considering because my mom's a big fan of the show.
She loves the show. Yeah.
Gonna hate this one. I mean, I already can tell this is already gonna be a bad show for her to watch / listen to. Jake, you go first.
Dude, I gotta say, disco lights.
Disco lights.
I was not
it's like-
expecting that.
I like it. It's like psychedelic.
Are you a guy that uses music? Like you get the music going?
You get the music going, and then you get the disco lights going.
I just see like a silhouette of Jake coming out the shower with the smoke.
vibe
with
is
the
set.
Well, he needs a beat. He needs like a beat, right? So it's like your pulse, like your beat. It's like what your
music helps out. It kind of muffles
I don't
the
like
sound.
music. I don't like to do it
What, you're
with
pumping
music.
to?
I don't like it. It's weird.
Why? So what? Just
He
silence.
starts humming to himself while he's in
I
the
probably
act.
get too into it. if it
Ryan's a
starts.
TV type guy. He turns on the TV. He's watching ESPN. He's just like going ham right there.
Oh, the Sixers covered 6. That's fucking money in the bank, baby. Mine would be, this is a good one. Probably a lot of people have it, but the strategy of doing multiple positions in a short amount of time.
You're just like one switch,
Makes you
switch.
feel
So
like
it's
you
like
did a lot.
so she has the perception that you're going a long time,
Okay.
but in reality you're only doing like 8 or 10 positions in a matter of a minute. So you're only going for a minute, but in reality it seems like because of the perception you're going for like an hour. So that's what it is. It's psyching out the brain.
Okay.
You like that one? You're gonna use that one.
That's good. That's good. That's good.
So I don't have to drink. I answer.
See, mine would be. I mean, my dad listens. But mine would be the opposite.
I'll be a finger in the butt.
Mine would be the opposite, where it's you got to really dedicate a lot of time to foreplay. So it's
That's
a lot
fun.
of foreplay time, which I feel as though it's like, oh, we were going for like an hour, but like realistically, we weren't really like not an hour, but like it was like
If you have a good pregame, you don't have to be as good in the main event.
100%. The pregame's good enough. You're warmed up. You're ready to go.
You
It's a
can't
good time.
fail if you have a good pregame.
100%. That's the way to do it.
Of course, Paul's got the real sex answer. You have to really focus on the what's it called? Foreplay.
It's just what I do, you know.
Is foreplay a term in golf?
Yeah. Oh no. So you're thinking of
There's a podcast, Barstool.
It's foreplay. Is their like golf division basically?
Is that a term in golf though?
No. Well, it's four.
Four.
And then you're obviously like foreplay. It's just a funny play on words. That's it. Nothing crazy.
Kids show. This whole episode might be on Patreon, so you might have to pay for this one. All right, third one. Truth or drink? Have you ever gotten into a fist fight with another person? I've seen Jake multiple times, so Jake. We're gonna start with you on this one. You can choose to tell a story. I don't know. I'm sure you
drink.
have
You
a
can
lot
drink,
in
yeah.
the bank that you could choose from, or you can choose to drink. Either
I
or.
haven't been in that many fights.
The ball's in your court. Welcome to the show.
Well, I don't think Ryan been in a fight,
Well, you call me a bitch.
and so I'm curious.
I could fight. It's funny. This is gonna be really funny to some people, but I was a bigger kid. I was always scared to get in the fights because I was scared I was gonna kill the kid. Like I genuinely thought I could
Because you
kill
were
him.
just bigger than
Yeah.
him. Okay. Yeah.
Maybe I just sit on them and they just die.
I think that was always the scare as a small kid. You would see a big kid, and it doesn't matter if he was good at fighting; he would just sit on you or like lay
Fighting's
on
not
you
my
and
thing because like a
suffocate you.
punch that hurts my hand. I'm not hurting my hand. It's not worth it.
Have you ever punched anything though? Like, what have you punched?
Like a bag. I don't even know if I did that.
Like a workout? Were you doing? What were you doing? Boxing?
Punch a Bud Light can. I don't know. I don't even know if I punch anything. I've seen you do the punching thing on the boardwalk. You're always doing that.
I've done that. Yeah, I did
I've
that
never
at a
done-
bar
I'm
recently. I
always
was
nervous to do those.
Those. I was so mad. I remember
Why are you
this
nervous?
one night.
I
Embarrass
feel like
yourself?
I'm gonna like miss and hit the top, like
really?
like bust open my knuckle or something.
All right, so Jake, fighting story. I know you mentioned pre-show that you had one with Dean, who was a previous guest. I mean, do you want to talk about? Was that an actual fight?
It was more like
Was it at a bar?
No, it was at Vince's house.
Oh, was it
Okay,
at-
our
was at
buddy's
Vince's
house. Yeah. Okay.
All right, we'll go with that.
It was more like a wrestling match, I guess.
Well, Dean
Dean
really
lost, didn't he? He lost. We could be honest. He probably lost.
He actually told me, he was like, I won that.
Well, that's Dean.
What was it, just a bunch of headlocks, or were there punches thrown?
No punches.
There's a lot of
just
headlocks.
going for
wrestling.
like, I don't even know what we were going for. Maybe headlocks. Yeah, trying to get one to like submit.
I'm gonna ask him the question. Oh, you gonna ask him?
No. What was the question?
I was gonna ask him. We're gonna post a TikTok about this. It was one of our previous episodes. It was like, are nut shots legal in a fight? I want to get your take on this.
No.
So
That's
what if
cheap.
the guy is like, it's like David versus Goliath? You're David, you're going against Goliath. You could either choose to die or you could choose to be a bitch and take the nut shot. Which one are you doing?
Does anyone know I do the nut shot?
Yeah, I mean, people know. I don't know.
People be like, how'd you win? I hit him in the nuts.
Or
Would
you
we be-
die. Like that. I mean, it's clearly
Yeah.
you clearly
You
know what
want
the
to
answer
care about
is.
your fighting integrity that much?
All right, if I'm dying, then yeah, I'll probably throw a nut shot or two.
or two?
Or two. Just
Yeah,
keep
two
going,
nuts
bro.
shots.
Hammer it.
Yeah.
So Dean won the fight apparently, and you guys just wrestled it out in like a basement. What
No,
was it
I
over?
don't even know
What was it
no,
over?
we went outside. Oh,
We went
We took it out. We took it outside. We said
went
meet
outside,
outside.
bro.
it was
Yeah.
over. Who's a better rapper?
Dean always thought he was the best rapper. Like in middle, I remember being in middle school and high school and stuff, and we would just do rhymes and stuff. Well, Dean's a big Eminem fan.
I don't think they're talking about like
That's
each
what it was
other.
about. No, that's what it was about.
Dean's a
It was
huge
about-
Eminem fan.
It was about Eminem or Tupac, and then we were arguing for about an hour.
Wrestling over who's a better rapper.
Well, we've talked about it where the best fights are over shit that doesn't matter.
Yeah, it's true.
It makes we dabbed each other up right after, and then we just kept listening to Eminem and Tupac as if nothing happened.
What?
There's people have very strong opinions on shit that doesn't matter. It's like what's better, this movie or that movie, and people will fight to the death about it.
Yeah.
But like at the end of the day, like who really cares?
Yeah.
It's just so funny to look back on that stuff. But I remember Dean growing up. Dean loved kicking people. You remember this? Dean would always, like, if you ever mess with him, he thought his legs were the strongest thing in the world. So he would just like drop his hand and try to kick you. So the fact of him trying to wrestle, I'm like, I kind of want to see it.
Using kicks is a good strategy in a
It is,
street fight. You should use
100%.
it. It's part of your weapons. It's on your body. You should use kicks. I definitely would. All right, so next one, I guess me and Paul don't have fighting stories, so we could just drink.
Worst thing you've done to get kicked out of a bar or restaurant?
Or a class.
A class?
I've never been kicked out of a bar or restaurant. Jake, have you ever been kicked out? Well, I'll go. So I've gotten kicked out of class. I mean, I wasn't like a bad kid growing up. I was a good kid. But Paul, you're going to love this story. It hasn't been brought up on the podcast yet. It was like 6th grade. It was an English class.
Was it
And
us?
we were getting our papers back. We had a teacher. Her name was Miss. I don't even know if we could probably have to blurb.
I know the story. It's great. It's a great one. It's a good one.
She's got a neck brace on, I think.
is
For
so-
the,
yeah, go.
So she's passing out like a test. I forget what the test was on. Maybe like a vocab test. I
Yeah.
don't know what it was. And I got like a 55 or like a 45, which is obviously a failing grade. And this chick in front of me failed too. So I'm like, hey, you failed? I got a 45. We're like excited that we got low scores. And I'm like, you know what? High five for failure. So I start high fiving the whole class around people who failed the
So
test.
funny,
And
yeah.
it was the funniest thing. Teacher flipped out. She's like, oh, so we're high fiving for failure? Then she starts going around the class, the teacher going, high five for failure, high five for failure. Just like, go to the office. Paul thinks it's the funniest story of all time.
I remember this really, really well.
The teacher, and she was like mocking me, going around giving high fives in class. Oh, we're high fiving for failure now? High five for failure.
She kicked you out for that?
Yeah. I remember the story. This was like 7th or 8th grade. And I remember because we were in the back corner of the classroom. We were like all the way in the back. And I remember doing the same thing too. And it was just like the craziest
Did you
thing.
fail? You were
I think
high-
I failed too. 'cause
Whole
I
class was doing
we
high
were
five for
high-fiving.
failures.
We were high-fiving for failure. And she
But
was
only
just...
you got kicked out?
Yeah,
Oh, we
'cause I
started.
He
started
started it.
All right.
But I remember she wasn't the best. She was always known as like the grumpy, angry teacher. So I kind of felt that way, but it was one of the funniest things in the world.
Because she started with her neck brace. High five for failure. Around the whole class. I was cracking. It was funny. That was the only time I got kicked out of class.
I've never really been kicked out of class. In high school, college. I mean, I guess every level of schooling. I'm a big sleeper.
Yeah.
I can't stay awake for shit. Like, can't stay awake for shit. My history teacher, in college or in high school, I would fall asleep all the time. He would put on he was a history teacher. He'd play these like old school documentaries or whatever. And he knew immediatly. He would turn off the lights. He's like, good night, Paul. Like in front of the whole class, like everything. And then what we would do is he would, when we left class, he was always one of those nice teachers who would stand by the door and be like, oh, have a great day. Like, enjoy the rest of the day. And then he'd look at me and go, you have a good nap? You have a good nap? Like, how were you? And I'm like, dude, I'm sorry, but I'm tired.
The best is when we just leave Paul there. Like, you just leave him there for like a whole hour after class.
But I've been
You
kicked
wake
out.
up with no one in his class.
I've been kicked out a few times for sleeping. I probably like 4 or 5 times in high school where it was like, all right, go take a lap. And it was the best thing in the world. It's like, take a lap around the school.
Take a lap.
I guess to wake me up a little bit, like walk. But the best was
Go take a lap.
it was a teacher.
What?
It was a teacher who she said,
Who the
you know,
fuck told
she
you to go
said,
take a lap?
she said, go up, go take a lap. And I basically went to take a lap. And the front
Paul's
desk,
just running around the track. What are you doing, Paul? I was sleeping in history
I was
class.
sleeping.
I taking a lap.
the front desk called her and was like, hey, we need Paul McGroarty at the front office. Like, someone's here to pick him up or whatever. Well, she didn't know where I was. And obviously that looks ridiculously bad on her because she's like, I can't tell him to come because I don't know where he is right now in the building. And
He's
it took
taking
me
a
like
lap
20
right now.
We'll be back at
And
some
obviously
a
you were
lap.
taking
Can I
your
take a
time,
message?
too.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I
you
mean,
were like,
if
I'm
you
not
kick
going
me out
back.
of class and you're like, go walk, and I'm okay, cool. I'm gonna walk for like 20 minutes. Like, I'm just gonna walk around the school as much as I can, say hi to whoever I want. And
You never got kicked out of a bar or restaurant?
a bar. I'm not a guy to really start like a. I mean, I guess I am sometimes,
You
but
get
not like
kicked
a
out
fight.
for other things. I know someone got kicked out. Our buddy got kicked out, or no, someone got because they brought like a drink in from a liquor store.
Oh, really?
But that happens all the time, though.
know.
Shady's is always kicking people out.
Did you ever kicked out of a restaurant? Restaurant, that's something else. Like, you're
Yeah,
not
if you
drinking,
get
you're
kicked out of
sitting
a
there eating
restaurant,
dinner.
that's pretty bad.
I
I
know one
probably
of our
have gotten
friends.
sent home from Shady's a couple times.
One of our friends puked like outside the window, like while he was in the bar. That was
Oh, this is bad.
He just puked outside.
Crazy. The bouncer looked right at him too and was like,
Well, puking obviously is probably one of the biggest things you
Yeah,
can
but
get thrown
poking your
out
head
for.
out the window outside the bar.
Well, he
While
was
you're in
making sure he wasn't throwing
yeah.
up inside.
You know what? You're right.
"Oh, he missed. It got on him too."
All right, well, there's that. We're good. We're goody two shoes over here. Next one is when is the oh no, this I fucked up. I might be drunk from that fireball shot. What is a weird food that you love?
Ryan and I are both picky eaters, so I'm curious
Yeah.
to see your answer on this.
Mine is okay. Well, my family calls it Chinese tacos.
Okay.
So when we do like homemade tacos on Taco like Tuesday or something, I did ground beef on a tortilla and I put white rice and soy sauce on it. So Chinese taco, soy sauce, and rice on a taco.
I mean, I get,
More
I
of like a
get
weird
it.
combination. Yeah.
It's a little weird. That's one thing that's weird to me.
I think the weirdest thing that it was my drunk favorite from Wawa.
It's like build your own sandwich.
Sort of. You get the biggest hot dog they have, and then you get mac and cheese, and you spread the mac and cheese on top of the
Well,
hot dog.
isn't that a thing? Like a cheese dog or something? Is that a thing?
It's probably
Mac and
close
cheese dog.
to it. Yeah.
I would like post it on Snapchat. And
You
people
like
would
Wawa
be
hot
like, "You're
dogs?
disgusting." Yes.
I
Wawa
feel like
hot
you're
dogs
either
are
on
amazing.
one end of the spectrum or the other. It's like you really love Wawa hot dogs or you just hate them.
Well, hot dog. I feel like hot dogs are one of those foods where it's very particular, like where you get it from,
Yeah, I
whether
agree.
it's like good or not. You know,
It's
what I
also
mean? It could
really
go
hard
either
to
way.
fuck up.
What?
It's also really hard to fuck up a hot dog.
That's true.
You either grill it or just fucking boil it. I also don't want to know what's in a hot dog.
100%.
Paul, what's yours?
I
Dip the pretzel in water ice? That's weird. No, what did you say? You dipped a candy cane in water ice? Is that what it was? He dips the candy cane in hot chocolate.
hot
Yeah.
chocolate, candy cane hot chocolate. I do hot like
That's pretty bizarre.
that's not
fucking
bizarre.
weird.
I do soft pretzels and water ice. Which
That
is-
just gets
it's
soggy.
No, but it's really good though because it's like salt. It's like hot salty, and then it's like cold sweet. It's like a
I
really
think I
good
know there's a
combination.
few people that do that.
I like pretzels and ice cream,
Pretzels and ice cream is bang.
but I've never heard like water ice.
No.
Pre-
water ice.
No, see, I'm not that. I would never put my pretzel in like ice cream. I'm a big mustard guy, like horseradish and
Which
like
is
spicy
you like
stuff.
horseradish and mustard, but you're
Yeah.
a picky eater.
Yeah.
He doesn't like chicken nuggets, but will have horseradish and mustard.
You
What
don't
I
like
do.
chicken nuggets?
No, I'm not a chicken guy. No.
What? He like never had like Chick-fil-A chicken nuggets.
I'm not a
There's a
chicken
guy that
missing out.
DM'd us. He's like, how much would it cost for me to pay for you guys to try blank, blank, blank? The kid like DM'd us like once a month.
Oh, really?
He's like, we need to have a show where you guys eat blank food, blank this food, because you guys are missing out. All right, next one is.
When is the last time you did something technically illegal? So is this like, this is just illegal?
Well, I think I'm soon already going to be arrested after this episode airs, so might as well let her rip. I turned on red on the way here. How about that? What I did?
On the way here? He's like, oh, I got a recent one
By
for
the
you.
way,
I'm a little late on the way here, banged her right. Cop, you know what I get, man? I was driving home the other last night. It was like midnight, and a cop just full on blown a red light because there was no cars around. They just be doing whatever the fuck they want. I should have did a citizen's arrest.
I was just about to
Should've
say,
pulled
you
him
should have
over.
done citizens.
I mean, that happens all the time. I see that whenever you're driving like super late at night, 1 o'clock, 2 o'clock in the morning. I mean, the police, yeah,
just be
they'll
doing whatever
stop
they
and
want.
they'll run right through it. Who cares?
Do citizen's arrests like actually work? What do you do? Just like
I highly
excuse me,
doubt
pull
it.
over, like put your hand out the window?
I have no clue how that would work.
I've seen people try to do it, and the police just look at them like they're insane.
Yeah, you can look up like they have YouTube videos of it. Like guys
how
will
to
go
do
up, they'll record them citizen arresting a cop, and the cop's just like,
What are you gonna do?
Yeah.
Well, there's like assholes who buy like the police siren and put it in their car.
Or you purchase a certain type of car. It's like you buy.
Like the Explorer,
yeah,
blacked out
Explorers,
Explorer.
yeah.
So what was the question? Anything illegal? I mean, I don't really do anything really that much illegal. Well, maybe I do. I mean, nothing like outrageous. I mean, turn on red and I stream
Speeding.
I stream and watch like stream and watch like fights illegally. That's big though. A lot of people hate that. But
No, well,
so we'll just pass me because I don't have a good answer.
No, this idea of I was telling you how I watch the football games.
Was that on the show? Was that?
I'm watching. I
That was
was
last
watching the football games on TikTok. People stream the game.
highly illegal.
Super. Guess what I watched last night? Spider-Man: No Way Home. TikTok. Literally, whole movie. They're streaming
What?
it
You just
on
sat there on
TikTok.
TikTok?
I'm literally sitting there scrolling through TikTok Live, and then I went on TikTok. I got to a live. I ended up scrolling through the live feed or whatever. Saw Spider-Man: No Way Home. I watched it for about 30 minutes. I watched
30
the whole,
minutes?
the whole end, the whole end of the film. I was like, this is great.
I don't want to bring this up, but I think Jake said to me before the show that he thinks Spider-Man is very overrated.
Really?
the new one.
I don't know if you want to get into it briefly, you two.
No. Like I mean overrated. Like
The movie is overrated, or Spider-Man the character is overrated?
Tom Holland's Spider-Man is overrated. The only reason why that Spider-Man was good was because you had Tobey Maguire, Andrew Garfield, and all of the villains from the original movies.
So you think the only reason
Have you seen the Homecoming one?
Yeah, I
With
wasn't
just
that
Tom
big of a
Holland?
fan.
the first one, Tom Holland?
Yeah.
Have you seen No Way Home though? So you've seen the movie, right? The new one.
Wait, Homecoming's the first one.
The Homecoming is Tom Holland's first movie.
I haven't seen that one. I've seen the second one with Jake Gyllenhaal.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah.
And have you seen the third one, the new one?
Yes.
Okay. I was about to say, you're about to say overrated and then not see the film. So, I mean, people have their opinions. Spider-Man,
I'm just a
I
big
just want to see
Tobey
Paul
Maguire
get heated.
advocate.
That's why I brought
I
it
get
up.
I get
I'm
in
such an
arguments.
instigator.
I get in arguments with Tom Erdman all the time.
Oh, he's awful. He is
And
awful.
I'm like Tom Holland sucks. Tobey Maguire's the best.
Dude, in
How
high
would you rank your Spider-Man, Paul?
Spider-Man, Toby's first, Tom is second, Andrew's third.
How?
Yeah.
You just-
Toby's OG, but honestly, I think Tom does the best combination of everybody. I think Andrew's the best actor by far. Andrew's like an amazing actor. The problem is Andrew's films weren't good, but Andrew was great. Like
Yeah.
Andrew and Emma Stone carried those movies. They were phenomenal in them. Just the producing and the actual movie wasn't good. Where like Toby's like an okay actor, but he's a good Spider-Man, and the movies are great because they started everything and they were actually good first superhero movies and like made the genre what it is today. Where Tom was like given a lot. He was given the Marvel Studios stuff, but he is a good actor. He's an okay Spider-Man. So together, he's great.
Are they the same writers and directors for all the Spider-Man?
No, all different. They're all different. Sam Raimi did
That
the first
sucks.
one.
So you think it's just he got bad luck?
Who?
Garfield?
Andrew Garfield? I think it was just the time period. People were saying where like Andrew Garfield, his movies weren't good, but you got to think they were in the middle of like the Twilight like renaissance of like this like very moody teen pop culture like era. And
Yeah.
that's why if you look at those, they're very like dramatic. They're very like over the top, like teen emphasized. Where if you go back and watch Sam Raimi's films,
Oh, you said Twilight. Is that what you said?
yeah. But if you go back and watch like Tobey Maguire's films, like they still hold up really well. Like you know what I mean? Where Andrew's maybe not hold up because they were very set in the time period where they were made. So
Well, I feel
don't know.
like when they come out with like a movie that someone's gonna play the character for the second time, it's like hard shoes to
It's
fill.
so hard. It's
Like you think Christian Bale, then we had Ben Affleck,
yeah.
and then
Well,
you
there's
and
a
then,
lot
you,
of-
and then you have Heath Ledger,
So you're saying the second guy's tough?
Jared Leto.
Yeah,
Yeah,
so
it's
middle
hard
guy.
shoes to fill because you're about to get in a
You're
position
picking-
that a really good
That makes
actor
sense.
had.
you're picking very iconic roles to begin with. I mean, you did Batman, Spider-Man, and very iconic villains, which were the Joker.
It's like being the shortstop after Derek Jeter, being the quarterback after Tom
It
Brady.
doesn't matter. Whatever you do, it's going to be super hard to ever live up to that expectation. So, and people are going to have their favorites no matter what. So it's like,
Yeah.
I mean, they're movies. You can enjoy them. It's
Are
whatever.
you a big Batman guy, Jay?
The Christopher Nolan trilogy.
Christopher
yeah.
Nolan's those Batman films are
Wait,
phenomenal.
he did his Batman and he did Winnie the Pooh?
Christopher Robin. What the hell are you talking about?
Winnie the Pooh
For a
versus
second,
Batman.
I was kind of like, did he really
I
direct?
want to see
the
that.
trilogy.
So if you don't know, our third segment is movies, and this is why Ryan's not
That's
doing
why I'm
the
hosting
segment.
the trivia question.
Christopher Robin, the owner of Winnie the Pooh. You're like, oh, he directed the
Even
Batman
when I'm not
movies?
answering questions, I find a way to look fucking dumb with movies.
We'll do last
No,
one.
you guys didn't even get this. You guys do illegal things, or are we just skipping this one?
I'm drinking this
Okay,
one.
I said something dumb.
I have a good paying job now. I can't talk about this shit.
Well, looks like I'm fucked. I mean, I'm gonna be in handcuffs before I take 2 steps out the door.
He drank too. He said, yeah, I'm
The
done.
neighborhood watches after me. Last one. Have you ever accidentally hit something or someone with your car? I mean, these aren't supposed to be easy questions to
No,
answer.
they're not. I have.
You've hit a person.
And I haven't hit a person. No, I've hit
Have
a
you
few.
ever killed an animal? I don't know if we should talk about
No, I
this.
haven't.
I'm always scared
have.
to do that.
You have like a.
I have really,
think that would
I have
very-
really bad luck with new vehicles.
I think that would like scar me if I like ran over a squirrel or some shit.
I had my Mustang for a month, ran over a cat.
Oh, that's brutal.
Stray cat though, stray cat. Found out it was.
I don't feel like it doesn't make it much better.
It's like saying,
but-
"Oh, homeless guy, homeless guy." He was homeless. It's okay. I ran over the guy.
No, just the fact it's like it kind of made me feel. I mean,
Misery.
I felt horrible the fact that
Yeah.
I did it, but it was like I didn't kill someone's cat.
cat. You didn't,
Stray
you didn't
cat,
have
stray
I just
cat.
killed a cat.
He was homeless. He was.
I hit a deer over the summer.
I feel okay. So here's the thing. I
Oh,
think
yeah.
if you hit an animal, I think it goes like squirrel, bunny is like, eh.
Well, skunk.
If you hit like a dog, you're done.
bad.
You're screwed. You're completely screwed. If you hit a deer, it's more harm to your vehicle than anything.
Right.
Like I'd be more worried about like you got so big to the animal where if a deer, I've had friends who have left my house. I had a friend who lived like 2 hours away, and she was going back to her house. She was on the highway. Deer hit her, completely totaled her car. Like an hour. She was an hour away from her house, and that's the difference of like, okay, you hit a bunny, like. Life moves on. You hit a deer, your car's like fucked.
And they always choose the second that you're about to get. They're like, oh, let me run now.
Why is that?
Let me fuck you up.
Yeah.
Living life on the edge.
I mean, when I was growing up, it was just like being a teen, like car. I like, what's that called? Fender bender. Just like kind of I bumped someone like
You just
getting
be
out of
hitting
my,
people.
Well, no, I was pulling out of my driveway, and there was a car that was parked like on like close to my house, but it just wasn't far enough from my driveway. So when I was pulling out, I just like bumped him a little.
Was there ever a time where you hit the car and there was no damage and you were like, should I tell him?
That's something you do. That's something you do.
I've never done that. My brother, though, this is a great story. So I forget when it was. I think it was when I had like the Siren review. So I might have been in high school with him. So he was a freshman. I was, maybe I don't know when it was. But he was in his car, and we have a big driveway. So his car's in front of my car, and it was cold out. So we're like warming the car up, and I'm in the car, and he's in his car. So I didn't leave yet. All I feel is boom, boom. The dude backed up into me in the driveway. Like, we're literally in the driveway of our house. He's in front of me and he hits me. I'm like, are you fucking kidding me? Let's wake up there.
At least you hit a family member, you know?
That's true. All right, that's the end of the segment. Answer or drink, unless Jake, you ever hit anything?
Cat, deer.
Oh yes, he answered.
I
Yes,
forgot.
he answered.
How could I forget the homeless guy?
My,
Yeah.
I had my,
You hit the homeless guy.
my it was actually really bad. I was on my way to Stockton. I had my Mustang for 4 months, and I'm 5 minutes away from the school where this guy lost control of his vehicle, and I hit him like dead on, going like 55.
Damn, that Mustang was put through the ringer in 4.
Oh, it was destroyed. Yeah, it was destroyed. I was so upset.
I also did hit a pole backing out of a liquor store one time. They just put the pole in the middle of the parking lot, right by a wine
Bro,
barrel.
it's like this is my liquor store. I know what I'm doing here.
It's the dumbest place for a pole. All right, here we go. Let's get into the movie trivia. I'm sending this one out. These guys both claim to be movie guys, so we're actually going to find out who the top dog is.
I feel like we've talked
With
about
movies.
this before,
Oh yeah.
like at bars and stuff.
So these answers, there's 10 questions. There's 9 actually, and then the 10th one's a bonus round that I really enjoy. So,
How's this working? Are you like giving us?
so
one,
this
or-
is how it's gonna go. It's gonna be first comes first serve. So first answer gets it correct, and then there will be a couple questions. I think there's 3 where you'll both, or 2 questions where you'll both have an opportunity to answer. Okay. So it's just gonna be, I'm gonna ask the question. First one to get it gets a point.
What's the forfeit?
Forfeit.
Yeah.
Wait.
Whoever loses.
I don't know. We'll figure it out. Producer Drew just wants
He
punishment. on
always
anybody.
wants punishments.
All right,
That's what
since we're
gets the
talking
views,
about hitting
dude.
things, whoever loses has to stand in the street and hit by the car. 30 mile per hour is the minimum you can get hit.
I hope you got good insurance.
All right, good to go. We'll get a helmet.
So
We'll
just
get
first
some
to
pads.
answer the
First
question.
to answer.
All right.
Here we go. And should we say you have to let me finish the question
Yes,
first?
so you have to fully finish it.
All right,
Yes.
I have to fully finish the question. Here we go. Movie trivia. Play along at home. We haven't done this in a while. And the first question is, in what 1976 thriller does Robert De Niro famously say, "You talking to me?"
Taxi driver.
We'll give both a point. Both a point on that. 1-1. It
I was
is
waiting for
Taxi
him
Driver.
to finish when he's like
I-
Robert De Niro. I'm like,
All right, we'll get.
And then you told.
Point
I
for
was
point.
like, come on.
We actually did a review on that. It was one of the first movies we did a review on. I didn't like
we
it.
both didn't like the film.
You
I've
like
never
that
even
movie?
seen it.
Oh really? But he
Never
knew.
seen
He
it?
knew.
It is a weird movie. I know. I get it's a thriller and everything.
Is the one where he's got the mohawk?
Yeah, it's the Mohawk. But what's crazy is it's very similar to our Joker movie, like what just came out with
Fucking Phoenix.
Joaquin Phoenix. Like it's like the vibe is super similar, which is
Like what happens, you don't expect it. It's weird. It is a weird vibe movie. Next one. For what movie did Steven Spielberg win his first Oscar for Best Director? For what movie did Steven Spielberg win his first Oscar for Best Director? Everybody gets one guess.
I mean, I know a lot of his movies, but I'm curious to see which one it was.
First
I know what it
Oscar.
was. Saving Private Ryan.
No, it's incorrect. Jake's got a chance to answer.
Did he do the Indiana Jones movie?
Why are you asking him for help?
I ain't giving you shit.
I think was it one of the Indiana Jones movies?
That is incorrect. It is not. It is Schindler's List.
Oh, okay.
Have you seen
That
that?
makes
I've
sense.
never seen
Yeah.
that. You seen that?
I haven't seen it.
Is that about the Holocaust?
Yeah, it is.
It's in all black. It's based on a true. Well,
Yeah.
obviously, but like a real guy.
Yeah.
No, the Holocaust never happened. Never.
Yeah.
Conspiracy. Just kidding.
Let's continue.
It has happened. Okay. I was gonna get into that. My brother doesn't think the moon landing was real, but we'll save that for another time. Question number 3. Jennifer Lawrence won a Best Actress award. I have the paper. I was scared you guys were reading off the back. Jennifer Lawrence won a Best Actress Academy Award for what 2012 romantic comedy? Jennifer Lawrence.
Have a name.
Best Actress Academy Award for what 2012 rom-com?
I know the film. I just can't think of the name.
Good movie.
I think you got me beat on this one.
I know it.
Jennifer Lawrence. I can give a hint.
No, but I don't think.
The hint might help Jake.
I mean, like I know the movie. I literally just can't think of the title.
She stars beside
I know who it is.
Bradley Cooper.
Civil Linings Playbook.
Oh,
I'm like, I can't think of the
that's
freaking
it.
name of the movie.
There you go. Good movie. I like that movie. There it is. 2 to
the
1
poster
Paul.
literally
Yeah,
came to
like,
my head, and I was
I'm like,
"What's
oh.
the name of that movie?"
I'm like Eagles, Robert De Niro. Like I had it in
Yeah.
my head.
4th question. What was Quentin Tarantino's first feature as director/writer? So Quentin Tarantino, what's he does like 6 or 7 movies he wants to play?
Yeah, he's got like.
This was his first feature as a director/writer. So I guess it means his first movie. Quentin Tarantino.
I don't know most of his films. I'm gonna go with. I don't even know if he directed it. Kill Bill.
I think he did direct that.
Why are you looking at me? I don't know.
I
He doesn't know
like,
movies.
Like I could name the movies that he's directed, but
Let's think of his first one.
First one, yeah. I don't know. I don't know.
I heard him talk about it on the Joe Rogan podcast. It's like old though.
What is it?
I can't remember the name.
The answer is Reservoir Dogs.
Oh, yeah. I wouldn't have got that one.
I think.
I just saw that
I'm not
recently.
a huge Tarantino
How did
fan.
I think he might have like sold that to Harvey Weinstein or something. There's like a little bit of like some eerie things about that, where like some people don't count it as his first producing or directing movie because he sold it, or he sold like the screenwriting of it. I don't know. You have to fact check me on that. All right, so there it is. No one got that one. Question number 5. This one's gonna have to be whoever buzzes in quick because it might be an easy one. What Martin Scorsese movie holds the record for most f-bombs?
The Wolf of Wall Street.
There he goes. You got it right. I told you had to be quick on that
yeah,
one.
I had to be quick.
Ties it up 2-2. I think we did a little bit on that. Didn't we do that?
Yeah, we talked about Jonah Hill and
We do like Jonah Hill is great in that
the
movie.
the F bomb. We did that stat when we did movie statistics and stuff.
Wolf of Wall Street, one of your favorite movies.
Arguably the best movie of all time.
Actually,
I could watch it all day. Like you put it on 12 hours straight. I'm
Paul
like-
hates that as everybody's like the typical frat.
Well,
boy.
I know
that's the thing,
that's
is
what
it's like
bothers
the
me, but-
typical. It's the typical finance major or business major movie, and then it's very heavily like the fraternity movie. But I do really like Jordan Belfort on TikTok. I follow him on
he's
TikTok,
hilarious,
and
yeah.
he's super funny. Yeah,
I just can't believe that was his life.
It's
That's
actually pretty
what he did.
impressive that he's still staying relevant.
he does. Well, it's interesting. So, and what's cool is like people on TikTok will comment in his comment section, like ask him questions, and he'll answer them seriously. It'll be like, "Hey, like, what's the craziest night you ever had?" And he's like, "Well, I spent $2 million my bachelor party." He's like, "I was in Vegas," and he explains it. And he's like, "I spent $2 million that night."
It's crazy.
And you really think about it, and you're saying, "Okay, like that is insane."
I think I like it so much because of him and like how he's staying
Yes.
relevant, how he's telling the stories. Like you can watch him take a business call and where he's trying to trade, and you can see where it transitions into the film and how DiCaprio did such a good job because the way he sells it on the phone is the same way how it's portrayed in the movie.
Yeah.
I'm
Like,
surprised he
he's
didn't
that
get an
good
Oscar
at
for
it.
that one.
Like he's
Oh, Leo.
Yeah.
I
He's
mean,
been snubbed a couple times.
100 times.
Wait, he's never won an Oscar?
No, he has.
He did
but
for The
that was-
Revenant.
Oh.
Yeah.
Did you guys know who won for Wolf of Wall Street? Like Jonah Hill, best supporting actor? or
He
something?
might have. Jonah Hill might. I think Jonah Hill was nominated for that role.
Yeah.
For that.
Well, he was Leo was nominated for an Oscar.
Oh yes, yeah,
Lost.
100%.
Was Margot Robbie big before that movie?
No, that was like one of her breakout roles.
She was 23, I believe.
She's
Did that
super
movie.
young. Yeah.
Isn't she British and she
No.
mostly uses an American accent in her movies?
I don't think she's British. No.
I think we keep looking
You
at
keep
producer
looking at
Drew.
him like he knows the answer.
know what you're talking about.
She might be.
I think she
No,
acts
actually,
with.
no. I don't think she is. Actually, I don't even know.
I think she acts with American accent. I think I'm pretty damn sure about that.
All right, what's the score?
I think I've seen that on
Jake's
Jimmy
up
Fallon.
3-2.
Yeah, 3-2. 3-2 Jake. Here we go. Question 6 of 10. Which famous? Oh, this is a multiple choice, so you'll each have a chance to get it correct. So I don't know. We'll just one of you
Okay.
guys will go first.
Okay.
You could steal the answer from the other person or not. So which famous Pulp Fiction scene was filmed backwards? Vincent and Maya's dance scene, Maya's overdose scene, or the Ezekiel 25:17 scene? So which famous Pulp Fiction scene was filmed backwards? A, Vincent and Mia's dance scene, B, Mia's overdose scene, or C, the Ezekiel 25:17 scene? Anybody can go first.
Take your time.
Have you guys seen Pulp Fiction?
Like once or twice.
I've never seen it.
Never seen it.
I just like the fact that comes with this. So any guesses? I mean, you get
Overdose?
I'm gonna guess. I
Jaco's
feel like
overdose.
the dance would make sense, but the overdose I think would be cool. So I'm gonna say overdose too.
All right, both get it correct. It is the overdose. So this is dope. I wanted to add this in. So the film was shot backwards because she's overdosing, and John Travolta is in there like reviving her with a needle. But for safety precautions, they filmed it from like him taking it out of her, so that she doesn't accidentally get stuck by Travolta.
They do a lot of anytime they use like scenes with cars when cars have to stop like on a dime,
Yeah.
or they have to do super like I think it was like Back to the Future. A few films where they use car stunts where the car has to stop very close to the actors. All of those scenes are always filmed in reverse. So like they'll start very close to them and then they'll pull out.
I thought that was
makes
mad
sense,
interesting.
Yeah, it's dope.
Does make sense. I was gonna make a joke, but it's probably
Pulling out. Yeah.
No. Okay.
Let's go. Come on. Let's go.
I was gonna say something. I was just leave it out. Here we go. To question 7. Did I both give you guys a point for that? Yeah, 4-3 Jake. Going into question 7. Whew. This is first one to answer wins. If you watch the Marvel movies in chronological order, which movie would you watch first?
Captain America, the first Avenger.
Once I heard Marvel, I was like, yeah.
Paul
Let's go,
gets
bro.
it. I didn't put many Marvel, but that one I did. So that's the one that was filmed first, or that's the one you should watch first?
If you're
Is there a
watching,
difference?
if you're watching the Marvel films in chronological order, you watch that one first because it's set in 1945 or 44. It's during World War II.
But that wasn't the first film.
Iron Man wasn't it?
The first move if you're watching in release order, Iron Man 1 comes out first. Came out in 2008.
Nice.
There you
Fun
go.
facts on
I got
Marvel.
you for it. I got you. Don't worry about
Here
it.
we go. Question 8. The dog in Sandlot is nicknamed the Beast. What's the dog's actual name? Sandlot sports movie. The dog in Sandlot.
Fluffy.
Fluffy. No, you're done. That's incorrect. The dog in Sandlot is nicknamed the Beast. What is the dog's actual name?
Oh, I know it.
Nope. Our user guys.
I feel like I've seen a TikTok on it recently too, but
I know it.
Any guesses?
I'm taking a pass on this one.
All right, it's Hercules. There it is. No one got that one. That was surprising. I thought there was a shot. One of you guys would get that. All right, question 9, another multiple choice. Which professional athlete was considered for the lead in the Terminator? A, Dan Marino, B, Mike Tyson, C, O.J. Simpson, or D, Wayne Gretzky? So which professional athlete was considered for the lead in the Terminator?
I feel like a safe answer would be Mike Tyson.
All right, Jake's going with B. Paul?
Who was after Mike Tyson?
Dan Marino A, Mike Tyson B, O.J. Simpson C, Wayne Gretzky D.
So Dan Marino has been in films. I know he has. OJ feels right. I don't know why.
Yeah, I'm feeling OJ as well.
Oh, is this guy playing in the rafters?
I'm
Well, he is a
allowed.
Terminator, isn't he?
But I know Dan Marino's been in films, but I feel like
Oh, he said, we're gonna let that go?
Yeah, well, just
He said he is the Terminator. He was homeless. She was homeless. Doesn't count.
I feel like I'm gonna go OJ Simpson.
All right, the answer is C. O.J. Simpson. Paul
actually
gets it right.
surprising.
So director James Cameron.
Don't do that. That's what he did to his wife.
Oh, stop.
Okay, this is off the rails. Director James Cameron actually rejected the choice because he didn't think, get this, that O.J. Simpson was oh god, fuck this. Let me restart. Director James Cameron rejected the choice because he didn't think that this likable, goofy, kind of innocent guy, as in O.J. Simpson, could pull off a cyborg assassin. So isn't that a little ironic right there?
Very ironic.
James Cameron thought he was a little too nice and likable to be the Terminator. That backfired. What you call it? Schwarzenegger, he was famous before that, right?
He was a bodybuilder.
Yeah, that's what it was. All right, so Paul got that one right. We're going to the question 10. Couldn't paint it any better way. 4-4. It's all. Wait,
I'm
you guys
winning.
didn't get the question right.
I thought I'm winning.
No, it's 4-4. Oh no, you are winning 5-4.
Yeah, about to say.
I-
I was like, whoa. Hold
Five
on.
for
I
failure.
lost track of score, so don't look at me.
5-4, Paul. Sorry, I mean this is a lot going on over here.
Yes.
I had the fireball airplane shot last time I had it. I face planted on the sidewalk. All right, so this is the bonus round, okay? So I'm going to give you guys a category. There's going to be 17 possible answers. You guys are going to alternate picking an answer. So it's like it's like almost like Family Feud.
Okay.
So I guess there's no time limit, but try to be fast. So once Jake answers, he's either right or wrong. Either way, you go next. And you keep alternating. It's going to be best of 5. Okay?
Whoever gets 5 first.
So you get or whoever gets the most right in 5 turns.
Okay.
And if it's tied up, we keep going.
Okay.
Okay? It's going to be fun. So here we go. The question is, this is going to be one by one. We'll start with Jake because he's the guest. Name the 17 actors and actresses with the biggest movie salaries in 2021. This is via Variety. That's a publication.
It's an interesting year to do that, too. Because
2021. Top 17 actors and actresses. I have all 17 listed. You can get any of them. You don't get points for being higher up. You just have to get one on the board. So here we go.
One on the, all right.
Well, you just worry about getting one of the 17 each time you go. So go ahead, Jake.
And now, is that just from like statistics of this year or like movies that came out this year?
Just statistics of 2021.
Dwayne Johnson.
Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson. He is number 2 on the list. So
That was-
Jake gets a correct one on the first one.
that was my first guess, too.
I knew that, yeah.
100%.
All right. Go ahead, Paul.
I'm going to go with Emily Blunt.
Emily Blunt. She is not on the list. Paul gets first one. Wrong.
That's okay.
Go ahead, Jake.
Leah.
Leonardo DiCaprio is 5th on the list of 17. Paul, what is your second guess? So far, Dwayne Johnson's 2. DiCaprio is 5.
2021?
2021.
It's hard because you want to see where, like,
you gotta
line
think of
gets
like the
cut.
movies that came out.
Yeah. I'm going to say Tom Holland.
Tom Holland. That is incorrect.
What?
That is
This is
not
bullshit.
on
They're
there.
underpaying
What do
him
we
on
count? What do we
those
count in
movies, though.
2021 then?
Tom Holland is not correct. We talked about this with Marvel movies and how Marvel movies has to pay a lot of these guys in one movie.
He's
like a
doing a lot of
DiCaprio
stuff,
makes
though.
way more money than a Tom Holland does in Spider-Man.
I don't know about that one.
He's a lead actor, DiCaprio.
I still don't know about that one.
All right.
So is Tom Holland in a $1 billion movie.
All right, go ahead, Jake.
You know, I'll go a Marvel one. Robert Downey.
No shot.
That is not on the
Yeah,
list.
no shot. He didn't do anything this year.
Incorrect.
He didn't do anything this year.
I thought you guys would do a little bit better than this.
Dude, for like one of those Avengers movies, they paid him like 50 mil.
Yeah, he got 50 for the first Avengers. For Endgame, he got paid like $300 million.
That's
Like, but because he does back end deals, so he gets like a percentage of the box office.
oh, okay.
So if the movie does like it was like $2.7 billion. He gets what? He gets like 0.05%. It was like ridiculous, you know.
It is actors and actresses. Just want to throw that out there. There's 15 left on the list.
Okay, I'm gonna go with Scarlett Johansson.
What's up with these Marvel people? Incorrect.
Bullshit.
She's
No,
not
I can
on the
only see
list.
why not. Didn't she just get snubbed from Disney?
Yeah, with Black Widow came out this year.
Yeah.
Stay away from Marvel. Not Marvel people.
That's ridiculous. That makes no sense.
Go ahead, Jake.
Margot Robbie.
Margot Robbie. Was she even a lead in anything? That is incorrect. Margot Robbie is not on the list. Come on,
She was
guys.
in Suicide Squad though.
That's true. They superhero movies that for some reason that I don't hear.
Incorrect.
I'm gonna go with Will Smith.
Correct. Number 3.
Finally,
Paul finally
bro.
on the board. That is Will Smith. Number 3.
Struggled to get 1. I don't know how we're getting 5.
Go ahead, Jake.
John Cena.
John Cena.
That's not as bad as you
Not
think
a
it would
bad
be.
answer.
It's not as bad
That's
as you
incorrect, though. I will say his new TV show looks like it's popping.
It is. It looks,
Looks
like
very
it's popping.
weird. Nothing I will watch. But what is it, like a syndicated like superhero thing or something?
It's a superhero from the Suicide Squad, actually.
Is it?
Yeah. So John Cena was in the Suicide
That's why
Squad.
I figured that he would have.
Yep. Because he would have had both. He would have had both, right?
All right, Paul. To tie it up, it's best of 5. So unless you guys want to extend this to 8.
I'm gonna go with Andrew Garfield.
What are these fucking?
He did 4
His movies
He did
just
like
came
4
out.
movies this year.
Not in it. Not in there.
I'm not even thinking of Spider-Man. He did like 4 movies this year.
Literally name all the famous actors. Not superhero movies.
It's bullshit. Oh, I got one. I got one.
All right.
Go ahead, Jake. We'll extend the game to 8 rounds. 3 more picks each.
Hugh Jackman.
Hugh Jackman.
No, he wasn't in anything this year.
Not on the list.
He was in Reminiscence with like bombs.
It was like all right.
Incorrect.
It entertained me. but I
Hopefully
was
people
kinda
at home are
confused.
getting more at
I got
home.
one.
Go ahead, Paul.
Denzel Washington.
There you go. Denzel's number 4. Paul ties it
What
up.
was he in?
I don't know.
Exactly.
I just know. Oh, he did one movie. He got paid a crap
He did the
ton
one
for.
with Robbie Malek. The one where he's like a crazy guy. Denzel's the sheriff.
I have no clue.
Fuck, I don't know what
You're
that
a big.
movie is.
Yeah. I don't know.
Go ahead, Jake. 2 more rounds left. Then we're ending this disaster.
We're tied right now, right?
Tied up.
Yeah,
2-2.
but I'm still a point ahead though.
What's his name? Craig.
Yes,
Daniel
Craig.
Daniel Craig is the number 1
Really?
answer.
James
Whoa.
Bond pays well, I guess.
I don't even know who that is, to be honest.
Don't know who
That
Daniel
movie
Craig
was
is?
phenomenal.
James Bond.
Yeah. That was the first one that I saw too. I haven't seen any of
Of
his
this
others.
year. Oh, that was the first James Bond
yeah,
you've
I
ever
haven't
seen?
I haven't seen any of the James Bond
You've seen
movies.
his last James Bond film.
Yeah. I felt like
It's
that.
phenomenal. He hasn't gone back and watched the other ones.
That's true.
It's so phenomenal, but it won't go back and watch the other ones. Go ahead, Paul.
It's hard because, not gonna lie, there hasn't been a lot of movies that have came out this year. Oh man, I want to think of like women because you're like emphasizing Meryl Streep.
Not on the list.
Ah,
Incorrect. All right, last round. It is 3-2. Jake's up. Last round. Jake gets this. He brings it home.
how? I'm up by a point.
No, you're not. You
Yes,
got
I
2
am.
right.
It was 5-4.
Let's see who you got. You got Will Smith and you got Denzel Washington.
Before this, I had 5 points.
I'm talking about the bonus round only.
Okay.
You're up in the head in the point system.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay. Then
Alright.
the actual game. Yeah.
Jake, go ahead. For the tie of the
This
actual
is why
game.
we don't do trivia games anymore.
All right.
I guarantee someone's listening and they've gotten like all of them.
Probably.
Probably.
But they're also Googling, so it's unfair.
They're not Googling. We have honest fans out there who don't
I'm
break
trying to
the
think
law,
of women. And
who don't kill homeless people.
I'm trying to think of big movies this year. I'm gonna tell you there hasn't been many.
yeah.
So it's hard because you got to.
I would just get away from the movies and just think about the people.
Why? You're saying. I don't know. Okay,
I
sure.
feel like I have
Okay.
one, but I don't want to say.
He made it seem like
And then I go Meryl Streep, and he's like, no, literally one of the biggest actresses of all time.
Tom Cruise.
Not on the list.
Wow, that's a good answer too.
Not good enough. Here we go. Paul for the tie, then we extend the game.
I'm gonna go with Keanu Reeves.
There we go. Keanu
Really?
Reeves is 15th.
Out of what? How many? What is it?
Actually, it kind of makes sense. They
17.
probably had to pay him a lot to get him to come back to the
All right,
Matrix.
we're adding an extra 2 rounds.
That's bullshit. Well, because I'm winning.
No, of the bonus round.
Okay.
Go ahead, Jake. 2 more guesses. It's tied up 3-3.
I don't know if I could guess 2 more. Barely got Keanu. This is great audio for our podcast.
Think more Keanu Reeves.
Yo, I don't want hints here, bro.
That's a pretty broad hint, if you ask me.
Think more Keanu Reeves?
Keanu Reeves
There's
Jr.
only one Keanu Reeves.
Anything?
uh,
You guys only guessed one girl.
We're
but I'm
trying and they're
to
not
think of women,
there.
and I'm like big actresses.
Yes. One was in. I'm not gonna say anything.
A him would be nice. I don't know. I'd go.
All right, that's incorrect.
I was gonna say Ryan Reynolds.
Ryan Reynolds
You said you can't. Don't answer that. Do not answer that. Do not answer
is
that.
not on the list. Oh no, I fucked up.
He is on the list.
No, Tom Cruise is on the list. Who had that?
No one said Tom Cruise.
I did.
You said Tom Hanks.
No, he
I
said
said
Tom
Tom
Cruise, not
Cruise.
Tom
Oh,
Hanks.
did he? Oh, he said.
All right, so then that was your. I'll just fill that as your next answer. So here we go, Paul. You got 2 guesses. And the score in the bonus round is 4-3. You get 2, you win. You get 1, you tie and win the game. So you need one of the 2 to win the entire game.
Okay.
Here we go. No pressure. On the hot seat, Paul is up. Movie trivia, playing along at home.
I have a girl in mind, but I don't know who you said earlier.
Like, subscribe
think we both
below.
I said Margot Robbie.
Give us a 5-star review on Spotify, Apple Podcasts. Check out our
roles.
test and lab video.
Good
I'm
filler.
gonna say Jennifer Lawrence.
Jennifer Lawrence is correct. And Paul wins the game. She was number 7. All right, some of the guys you missed. Mark Wahlberg was 6. Julia Roberts, 8. Sandra Bullock, 9. 10, Ryan Gosling. 11, Chris Hemsworth. 12, Brad Pitt. 13, Michael B. Jordan. 16, Chris Pine. 17, Robert Pattinson.
I guess they are pretty big names. Yeah, this is pretty big names.
Slips to your head, but
Good game movie thing. So Paul is the movie guy. Jake's gonna go back and watch the other Tom Cruise movies. But thanks for coming on, Jake. Had a good time. Thanks for the airplane shots.
yeah, thanks for having me.
Still gonna be looking out for me, but it was a good time. Glad to have you on.
Thank you guys for joining us. Remember, follow us on Instagram, TikTok at Life's a Party Pod. Again, we are trying to build up our Patreon. Got some exclusive content over there on our link in bio. So definitely check that out for exclusive content. We appreciate you guys listening. As always,
Music, take us out.
peace, baby.
Later.